Hey everyone, and welcome back to our channel. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most incredible organs in the human body, the heart. It's a powerful, tireless pump that keeps us alive. But how exactly does it work? Let's get into the fascinating anatomy and physiology of this amazing organ. First, let's talk about the heart's structure. Picture a house with 4 rooms. The heart has 4 chambers, 2 upper chambers called the atria, atrium for singular, and 2 lower chambers called the ventricles. The atria are the receiving rooms, collecting blood as it returns to the heart. The ventricles are the powerful pumping rooms, pushing blood out to the rest of the body. A thick wall of muscle, called the septum, separates the left side from the right side, preventing the mixing of oxygen-rich and oxygen-poor blood. Think of it as a crucial dividing wall in our heart's house. Now, how does blood flow through these chambers? This is where the magic of circulation begins. But let's trace the path. Oxygen-poor blood, which has delivered its oxygen to all your body parts, returns to the heart. It enters the right atrium through 2 large veins, the superior vena cava, which brings blood from the upper body, and the inferior vena cava, which brings blood from the lower body. From the right atrium, the blood passes through a one-way door, a valve called the tricuspid valve, and enters the right ventricle. The right ventricle is our first pump. When it contracts, it pushes this oxygen-poor blood through another valve, the pulmonary valve, and into the pulmonary artery. This is a unique artery because it's the only one that carries deoxygenated blood. It leads directly to the lungs. In the lungs, an amazing exchange happens. The blood drops off carbon dioxide, which we then exhale, and picks up a fresh supply of oxygen that we inhale. Now, freshly oxygenated, this bright red blood needs to get back to the heart to be sent out to the body. It travels from the lungs through the pulmonary veins. Again, unique veins because they carry oxygenated blood. It enters the left atrium. From the left atrium, the blood flows through another valve, the mitral valve, also known as the bicuspid valve, into the left ventricle. The left ventricle is the superstar of the heart. It is the strongest and most muscular chamber because it has the toughest job, pumping oxygen-rich blood to every single part of your body, from the tips of your toes to the top of your head. When the left ventricle contracts, it forces blood through the largest valve, the aortic valve, and into the aorta. The aorta is the main highway for blood, the largest artery in the body. From the aorta, a network of smaller arteries branches out, delivering that vital oxygen and nutrients everywhere. So, to recap the flow, body to right atrium, to right ventricle, to lungs. Then, lungs to left atrium, to left ventricle, and back out to the body. This entire process is called the cardiac cycle, and it happens with every single heartbeat, about 70 times a minute on average. That's over 100,000 times a day. But what tells the heart to beat in the first place? It's not the brain, at least not directly. The heart has its own electrical system, a natural pacemaker. This is what makes the heart so special. The process starts in a small area in the right atrium called the sinoatrial node, or the SA node. Think of the SA node as the heart's chief conductor. It sends out a regular electrical impulse that spreads across both atria, causing them to contract and push blood into the ventricles. This electrical signal then travels to another point, located between the atria and ventricles, called the atrioventricular node, or the AV node. The AV node acts like a gatekeeper. It briefly delays the signal before passing it on. This slight pause is crucial because it gives the ventricles enough time to fill up completely with blood from the atria. It ensures the pump is efficient. After the short delay, the signal travels down a specialized pathway called the bundle of His, which then splits into right and left bundle branches. These branches carry the impulse down through the septum and out to the walls of the ventricles via tiny fibers called Purkinje fibers. This rapid-fire signal causes both ventricles to contract powerfully and simultaneously, pumping blood out to the lungs and the rest of the body. And then, the whole cycle begins again. The SA node fires, and a new heartbeat starts. This incredible electrical conduction system is what creates the lub-dub sound we associate with a heartbeat. The loop sound is caused by the closing of the tricuspid and mitral valves as the ventricles contract. The dub sound is the closing of the aortic and pulmonary valves as the ventricles relax to refill. It's the sound of those one-way doors shutting perfectly in sync. Let's take a closer look at those important heart valves. We mentioned 4 of them: the tricuspid, pulmonary, mitral, and aortic valves. These valves are like one-way doors made of strong, thin flaps of tissue called leaflets or cusps. Their job is to ensure that blood flows in only one direction. They open to let blood pass through and then snap shut to prevent it from flowing backward. This efficiency is key to maintaining blood pressure and ensuring all parts of the body get a steady supply of blood. Now, what about the heart muscle itself? It's not just any muscle. It's a special type of muscle tissue called cardiac muscle, or myocardium. Cardiac muscle has some unique properties that set it apart from, say, the muscles in your arms or legs. First, it's involuntary, meaning you don't have to think about making your heart beat. It does it automatically, thanks to that built-in electrical system. Second, cardiac muscle cells are interconnected in a way that allows them to work together as a single unit. They are linked by structures called intercalated discs, which allow electrical signals to pass quickly from cell to cell. This means that when one cell gets the signal to contract, they all contract in a coordinated way. This synchronized contraction is what gives the heart its powerful pumping force. And third, cardiac muscle is incredibly resistant to fatigue. Think about it. Your heart beats continuously from before you're born until your last moment. It never gets a day off, never takes a break for a nap. This is because cardiac muscle cells are packed with mitochondria, the powerhouses of the cell, which provide a constant supply of energy. This allows the heart to keep pumping day in and day out, without getting tired like your other muscles would. Finally, let's not forget the heart's own blood supply. The heart is a muscle that needs oxygen too, and it gets it from its own dedicated set of arteries, called the coronary arteries. These arteries branch off the aorta right after it leaves the heart and wrap around the surface of the heart, delivering oxygen-rich blood directly to the cardiac muscle. Keeping these coronary arteries healthy is absolutely vital for a healthy heart. So there you have it, a tour of the human heart. It's a beautifully complex and efficient system. From its 4 chambers and 4 valves working in perfect harmony, to its own internal electrical system that keeps the rhythm, and its special muscle that never gets tired. It's a true masterpiece of biological engineering. Understanding how it works gives you an even greater appreciation for this incredible organ that works so hard for us every second of every day. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you found this journey into the heart as fascinating as I do. If you learned something new, give this video a thumbs up. And do not forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you will not miss our next deep dive. Let us know in the comments what other body systems you'd like to explore. See you in the next video.